by Channel 4, the local station. This is Look Local.
Welcome to Look Local. I'm Karen Adams. This is the place where we showcase the best and the brightest of Jacksonville by featuring 3 local businesses a week. We do that by reminding you if you're looking for something to do or for someone to help, it is always better to look local. This week on Look Local, we will feature Alliance and Associates. Also, First Coast No More Homeless Pets will be in to discuss the importance of microchipping your dog or cat. And the boys at Gutter Helmet will be in to discuss getting the right gutters on your home. But we begin today with Blake Odom. He is with Alliance and Associates, and some important tax information to pass along today.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of the big changes with the Affordable Care Act, obviously we're coming to an end. January 31st is the deadline. Important thing for people to know is they can still get coverage, now through the end of the month. So, you want to hurry up and do that.
Okay, because that's something that we hear about, this looming deadline. And if somebody has already been on Obamacare or had this Affordable Health Care Act, do they need to re-register this year?
Yeah, absolutely. You have to renew every year. Each plan is only as good as the effective year that you started in. So yes, if you had a plan last year, you definitely want to choose a new plan coming into 2016. One of the big things to note as well is there's been several carriers that have actually stepped away from offering individual health coverage. Some of the big national carriers, so you want to make sure that your plan isn't one of those, and give us a call. We can definitely check that out for you, make sure that your plan is still going to stay active for this upcoming year. Okay, because I think there may be a lot of people out there that just assume that it's going to roll over, but that is indeed not the case. Exactly. It's not. You do have to manually make that selection. In order to avoid that penalty. Okay. Let's talk about some of the changes from 2015 to 2016 that we might be able to expect this year if we are on Obamacare. Yeah, absolutely. One of the big changes is obviously the penalty. The penalty is capped out this year at $695 per adult, $347.50 per child, or 2.5% of your income, whichever's higher. Now that's an increase, right? Yes, absolutely. It's more than doubled from last year. So you want to make sure you get that taken care of. And every month that you don't have coverage for this year will be a prorated amount of that penalty. So that's definitely the biggest change. That and just the coverage options are different. The cost of the plan, the monthly payment, the co-pays, the co-insurance, all that stuff does change on a year-in, year-out basis. So even if you are electing to keep the same plan, it might not have the same benefits. Okay. Why do you think it is that everything just goes up? Was there any sort of change in the coverage? Yeah, there's a long conversation to get into why the cost is going up. But I will tell you, it's important to make sure that you're going with an experienced agent so they can explain those changes to you. That's one of the biggest hurdles for people, is to find somebody who actually is knowledgeable in the Affordable Care Act. Because it's not the same as it used to be. So it's definitely important you get with somebody who has the experience with these policies to make sure that they're going to stay active. Okay, now I know you guys have people that are standing by to take phone calls right now. So if you know somebody that has been on the plan and been on the Affordable Care Act, make sure that you contact and find out about the new changes. Absolutely. The nice thing about this too is, Blake, because you guys are consistent. You're going to be here, so you guys can help us and people at home figure out what to do. Exactly. We have a whole place full of agents that are all trained on exactly how this works and how to sign people up and to get you the best subsidy to make sure you're paying the lowest price possible and you have the lowest out-of-pocket cost to go see your doctor. So, absolutely. Let's talk more now about some of the other the stills that you brought in. So make sure we hit that. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Right here. This is for your financial assistance. So this is how you determine whether your household income will qualify you to get a subsidy to help you pay for the monthly premium. As you can see on here, a household of one is $11,770. If you're not quite there, you're not going to get any kind of subsidy or any kind of assistance to help pay for your plan. And if you're over $47,080, as a single individual, you're also going to make a little bit too much to get any kind of assistance with your monthly payment. On top of that, between the 100% and 250% range will also help you, lower the out-of-pocket costs, lower your co-payments, lower your deductibles, make it affordable to also go see your doctor, as well as your monthly payment. Okay.
Anything else that you'd like to add?
Well, you know, it's just, again, it's just harping back on getting with somebody who's experienced. It's easy to get information that sounds correct with this. So you definitely want to go with an agency who's been around for a while. We've been around for over 20 years. We understand how the ACA works. We understand, you know, how to get people qualified. And to make sure that the plans don't get canceled, like the hundreds of thousands of people that got canceled last year.
I know that was a tragedy.
Absolutely.
Let's put up the enrollment dates again, because you still do have time.
Absolutely, yes. To the end of January is the last day of the overall open enrollment. Between now and the end and January 31st, we'll give you an effective date of March 1st. However, we are still able to get people qualified to get a February 1st effective date. So you definitely don't want to delay any longer. You want to go ahead and give us a call so we can get that in there quickly.
Okay. Should we ask for you, Blake?
Don't ask for me, but ask. You know, we have a lot of other agents standing by, but I do make sure that the policies are put in correctly and make sure that whatever we put on the books is going to stay there for the client.
We only have about maybe 30 seconds or so left. What do you think is the most common question that you're hearing from people calling in and asking for help?
You know, I think the most common, it's really the question is am I qualified? Do I get assistance? And sometimes that's a hard question to answer. We can help determine what income qualifies you and what income doesn't, because not just because you have income and it might not be taxed, for instance, Social Security retirement or Social Security disability, that still is qualified income that allows you to get a subsidy and lower that out-of-pocket cost for you.
All right, very good. Blake Odom with Alliance & Associates. They are there to help. Give them a call, and they will help you do just that. Thanks again for coming in.
Appreciate it.
Coming up next, if you have a dog or a cat and you live in fear that they may get out and run away, the solution could very well be to microchip them. We're going to find out what's involved, what's the cost, and where you can have it done. Plus, the Jacksonville Boat Show is this weekend, starting on Friday. All kinds of boats will be on display, from skiing, fishing, cruisers, personal watercrafts, and more. The first 100 kids on Saturday will receive a free life jacket. For more information, you can log on to boatjacks.com.